It has been a while, but finally get to say welcome back to another Worthless Mutts. I am your host once again, Gore the Dog Butcher, back again to shine the light on these worthless mutts known as the dog, and also their dog owners and dog lovers, the dog industry, etc., etc. Where have I been? I've been around. I just, simply put it, just did not feel like making any videos. I just, for 3 months, I just didn't feel like making a video. I just wasn't in the mood, wasn't interested in doing it, just wasn't at all. But nevertheless, I was still putting in the work. I was still putting in the work against these dog owners and the dogs and etc., etc. I'm still reading a lot of stuff and witnessing what this culture is doing, and I'm still around. I was still around, and I'm here. And again, I'm not saying I'm going to be consistent, but nevertheless, when I'm here, I am here. This video is called Dognuttery in Canada. We're just going to look at the Dognuttery that has been going on in the country known as Canada. And I know they're a very quiet one. Like, you don't notice them in terms of dogs. You know, when you think about this reckless dog culture, you only think of the States, India, China, maybe Africa, maybe the UK, but you never think about Canada too much regarding these dog culture. And me personally, I think it's as worse as the States, but I think a lot of it is, swept under the rug because, again, it's dog culture. The media, they want to protect their dogs as much as possible, but I believe the attack rates in Canada is as much as the States. I believe a lot of dognuttery goes on in Canada as much as the States. Me personally, I've never been in any extreme circumstances with these dogs. Never really had a neighbor that was annoying with their dogs. Never seen an attack. I've never been attacked, and I'm grateful for that. But again, a lot of people have been. And since I have a voice and and I'm able to use it, why not use it to help those that have been attacked, to help get rid of this dog culture while I'm still here, while I can. I did move, still in the same city, but kind of moved down in a different area of the city, not too far. And it's a big difference. In my original place that I was at, you've seen dogs, but it wasn't, too bad. You didn't see nothing that, that was like huge. That was a big red flag. But now I moved to a location where the moment you step outside, some dog nut is walking their dog. Literally almost every single time you step out, you see some dog nut walking their nasty, disgusting dog. This one time, you have the house that I'm at, you have the lawn, then the public sidewalk, and the public, grass. And this dog nut with his ugly ass dog, fat, ugly ass, disgusting dog, shat on the public grass over maybe 3 times within like a minute. 3 times in maybe 2 minutes a minute. Non-stop on the grass. And this dog nut on his phone, like a good dog nut that he is, he bent over and he picked up the dog shit and walked away with it. Again, there's that, 5-second rule where, your food or whatever drops on the ground, you say 5-second rule and you just pick it up and eat it. Don't do it. Because nasty dogs walk everywhere. They shit everywhere. They pee everywhere in public, on the grass, on the sidewalk. They're walking on it. They're spitting their nasty dander, saliva on the public place. Yeah, if your food drops on the ground and if you think it's clean, 100% clean, chances are it is not. Chances are a dog walked in that area. Chances are a dog pissed in that area. I don't care if you hosed the area down, if it rained, snowed, you washed it. If your food drops on a ground in public, outside, to say the least, don't pick it up and eat it. Just assume a dog shat or pissed or walked in that spot and just let it go. Just let it go. But anyway, I hope everyone is doing all right. I've been doing very well, and it's good to be back. I guess one more thing, I'm just not a talker. I'm not really a talker, and sometimes doing this, talking for so long, it exhausts me after a while. It really does exhaust me. I don't know how some people can talk for hours and hours and hours and hours nonstop and not feel a thing, but for me, after a few minutes of talking, it just exhausts me. Or I just have to, I need a break from all this. But nevertheless, sometimes you got to suffer through things in order to get to your goal, and that's what I'm doing here. Because a lot of children and a lot of innocent people have suffered, have died from the jaws of these dogs. So who am I to be a wuss and say, oh, I feel tired of doing this. Let's not do it. Nah, I got to do this. I got to fight the good fight. So we are going to get started. Again, we're going to touch base on a few things that has happened in Canada regarding these dogs. Obviously, I always go off topic with other things that I like to share. One thing, and again, kind of relates to, if your food drops outside in public, don't eat it. This article says pet owners who share a bed with their dogs issued warning. Dog lovers have been issued warning about their four-legged worthless mutts onto the bed with them. As we approach spring and the weather begins to get warmer, experts and bed and mattress retailer Happy Beds have revealed why you should avoid sharing a bed with your worthless mutt. Dogs, we're talking about dogs, will soon begin shedding their hair as they lose their heavier winter coat for the lightweight jackets. The loose hairs in the bedding can cause a lot of irritation to not only yourself as the owner, but to your worthless mutt as well. This fur can also harbor bugs, germs, and can be passed on to you as you sleep. Again, this is what dog nutters do. They share their bed with a nasty ass thing like this on their bed. And it sheds, it pisses, it salivas all over the bed. And this person is going to remain in that bed, sleep on that bed. Probably eat on that bed as well. And then these people wonder why they're getting sick. And they're not going to assume it's their worthless mutt. They're going to assume something else. But little did they know or want to care is that their disgusting little thing is spreading germs to you. spreading bacteria, making you sick. But these dog nuts seem, they're willing to get sick for their worthless mutt. Doesn't matter if you're an expert, a doctor, if you've experienced this yourself, and you tell other dog nuts, hey, don't share your bed with dogs because you can get sick. The dog nut will say, whatever, it's my dog, he's my whatever, I'm going to keep doing it. I've never been sick, I'm going to keep doing it. That's their mentality. All right. A dog resembling pit bull shot dead after 3 people attacked in Burlington. Unable to subdue the highly aggressive dog, cops ultimately shot and killed the worthless mutt. A dog was shot dead by cops after it attacked 3 people at a Burlington home Tuesday afternoon. Halton Regional Police responded to the house on Capelane Crest near Fairview Street and Cumberland Avenue around 3:30 p.m. and found the highly aggressive dog in the backyard. The dog reportedly attacked the homeowners, a man and a woman, and then attacked a neighbor who tried to help the couple. The police reporters and the homeowners were seriously hurt, but their injuries were not life-threatening, and their neighbor suffered minor injuries. Responding officer attempted to sue the dog. Again, they tried to play friendly with the dog, and they realized, hey, we cannot subdue this aggressive thing. So they had no choice but to shoot and kill the worthless mutt. So again, why even... And again, they talk about this pit bull banning, but now they're unbanning them. And why even have, again, why have these things? They're time bombs. You just don't know when it's going to go off, which makes them even more dangerous. You don't know when. You could be an owner of these things and taking care of this thing for years, and next thing you know, it attacks you, it kills you, kills your children out of nowhere like a time bomb. And like always, they say we never seen any sign of aggression. I mean, if the thing looks vicious and ugly, that should be considered a sign of aggression. If you know that the facts and stats stack up against these things, that should be a sign, a warning sign. Hey, these things are aggressive. You don't know when they're going to go off. And again, they said these people only received minor injuries. But this thing was being aggressive, couldn't be subdued. Again, they tried to play, gentle with this thing at first. Then they decided to kill the thing. Again, if this was a real wild animal, coyote, bear, again, they wouldn't hesitate. They're going to shoot and kill the thing. But they decided, again, based on this, to play gentle with this worthless mutt. But in the end, it got shot and it died. And it's where it belongs. Next article is about the Canada Post sees uptick in dog attacks on letter carriers in Vernon area. Again, still having issues with OBS. Everything was fine before I start recording. As soon as I start recording, everything decides to go slow all of a sudden. Say wait. It's ridiculous. As we wait for that, boy 14 seriously injured in off-leash dog attack in Toronto schoolyard. Neither the dog nor its owner have been located, police say. 14-year-old boy was seriously injured after he was bitten by an off-leash dog at West End Elementary School on Friday, Toronto police and the school board trustees say. Police said they are investigating the attack, which happened outside Rawlinson Community School on May the 12th at 6 p.m. Neither the dog nor its owner have been located. The boy had to go and underwent surgery. And they've spoken to the family of the teen several times, so the boy's younger sibling witnessed the attack. Dawson said a number of students were on school property when the dog approached the group. And again, dog nuts will say dogs are man's best friend. They'll say children and dog. They may even say children and dogs go together. But look at this. Look what happened. Stray dog, it could have been worse. Out of nowhere, for no reason whatsoever, goes onto the school property and attacks a child for no reason whatsoever. This is man's best friend, mind you. Man's best friend, who is seen as perfect, never ever doing wrong. Even when the thing does wrong, people are unable to call out the wrong that these things do. And this thing came onto the school property, and attacked the child for no reason whatsoever. None. For none. And people are going to defend this dog. And then we're going to have things like this, people saying the same boring, statements over and again like this. Says dog off-leash on school property is a citywide issue. Again, the real issue they should be, talking about is dogs and how to get rid of them. Because if you don't get rid of the dog, the problem will still remain. I've seen video where a big dog, one of those big regular dogs, was able to squeeze right between these bars. No lie. A dog, regular big-ass, ugly-ass dog, was able to squeeze right between here to get outside and inside, off and on a property. So, fences, reliable owners don't work, leashes don't work, off-leash dog, it doesn't work. The only way we can, keep people safe from these things is to get rid of the dog. That's what we should be talking about. How do we eliminate or decrease dogs or get rid of pit bulls? How do we do that? That's not being talked about. We're talking about the same boring rhetoric and nothing has changed. We see these types of things time and time again. Over and over again. Over and over and over and over again. And this type of statements is just ridiculous. Dog owners should be responsible for their dog. Again, this doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't. Dog owners could be responsible for the thing, but this thing, again, it has a mind of its own, gets anxiety, gets impulsive, attacks when it wants to attack, runs away, and does all this crap. So this does nothing for this. It does absolutely nothing. Leashes do nothing. Rules, these bylaw rules or whatever laws, it does nothing. Again, what we need to be doing is getting rid of these things. That's how we're going to keep safe. We get rid of them, no more problems about them. No more people dying from them. No more of these incidents. No more saying responsible dog owners. The person says, and they, had to go interview another dog nut, and they say, I think dog owners should be responsible for their dogs, and I know that if they have some aggressions, they should keep them on leash and keep them in check. Again, leashes don't work. We've seen this. There was a video just recently, guy with 3 dogs with leashes, and they still go and attack a lady. Not joking. I'm not joking. Leashes do nothing. Responsible owners do nothing. We gotta get rid of these things. We gotta get rid of them. We're repeating the same thing over and over, but yet attacks still happen. This recklessness from dogs still happen. You can't be saying the same boring ass rhetoric. This is just, it's stupid. It's beyond stupid. Again, it could have been worse, and we've seen worse. We've known about worse than this. But no one wants to do anything about it. Again, Canada Post sees uptick in dog attacks on letter carriers in Vernon area. Again, this is no surprise. Again, any delivery type person, mail carrier, mailman, mail lady, Uber, skip the dishes, maybe even Uber, whatever. Your life is at risk when you do these things. Mainly because of dogs. Mainly because of dogs. Anything else I think we can handle. But the dogs is something we can't handle in terms of preventing ourselves from being attacked when the dog is in the area. If a dog is in the area, our life is automatically in danger. Because we can't control the thing. We can't speak to it. We can't, be responsible for a thing. Because if this thing wants to attack, it's going to attack you. We've seen it happen with pit bulls. When they want to attack, they will attack. Even when these owners try to hold the dog back, the dogs still attack. So as long as they're in the area, you're done. You hear them, you're done. Can't be safe when they're around. This is why, again, every single dog must be eliminated in order for us to stay safe. Again, they address these issues time and time again, over and over again, but nothing's done. They will address it. They will address it, but nothing's done. Babies will get attacked and killed by dogs. They will address it, but absolutely nothing is done. They just move on, carry on with their day, worshiping these things. There's a story about the lady in Florida who was mauled by, dogs on her route. And what I heard about, again, they're not going to be pressing charges. Can you believe this? They're not pressing charges. See, again, they will address these situations. They will put it on the media. Say it's a pit bull. But nothing is being done other than them still promoting and supporting these worthless mutts and these dog addicts. Okay, again, they have addressed the situation. Not going to read it. Now what? They just say, responsible dog owner. Keep your dog somewhere. Get this tool to help keep your dog away. Keep your dog locked up. Keep your dog this. Keep your dog that. That doesn't solve the problem. Because these dog owners, again, as we all know, they're reckless. They're sloppy. They're mistake prone. They're soft. There's always a weak point eventually where that dog is going to break loose. And as I showed you, dogs can, again, get through small, tight fences and escape. They can climb over fences, 15-foot fences, over and attack you. I mean, even though these things are highly worthless and can't take care of themselves, they're still able to somehow, escape through fences and gates, walls, big-ass fences, and attack people. But they're unable to take care of themselves. But all we can do is address the situation, bring awareness, and we've been doing this for years. I believe they've been doing this for years. And things are only getting worse. The more they do this, it's like things are getting worse. So again, we gotta eliminate the problem, and that problem is the dogs. And if we gotta eliminate these dog nut owners as well, I guess some of them just have to go. I don't want to sound cruel, but come on. I mean, these people are sick. They don't care for people. They're disrespectful. They're reckless, immature. They're toxic. So if we're gonna get rid of these dogs, dog owners can go as well too. And I said it. Again, dogs don't just attack people. Dogs attack other dogs as well. Other dog owners versus other dog owners. So it's so, everything is against the dog and these dog owners. We have dog owners against dog owners, regular dogs against pit bull owners, people who hate dogs against dog owners, stores or businesses against, dogs. Everything's all against these dogs. So again, the problem is the dog. Has to be the problem. But people are so ignorant and arrogant and blind and stupid that they, purposely ignore the problem. They ignore the most logical solution. Again, dogs are the problem. Because we have dog owners versus dog owners. We have mail carriers versus dogs. We have babies versus dogs. We have regular dog nuts versus pit bulls. Dog haters versus dogs. Businesses who are not allowing dogs into their establishment. Mail carriers against dogs. A lot of public places against dogs. So it comes down to these disgusting, worthless things. The problem is this thing. It is the problem. And the dog owner, but the main problem is this. Because if this was a cat, we wouldn't be complaining about anything. A goldfish, don't complain. Hamster, we don't complain. Snakes, we don't complain. Bears, wild bears, we don't complain as much. But it's always the dog, man's best friend. But yet they continue to annoy us. They continue to disturb us, bother us, hurt us, harm us. No way. These things can be man's best friend while they're hurting us, annoying us, causing so much problems. No, that's not a friend. You know what that is? That's a worthless mutt. Man, oh man. Yeah, so it's like things work fine at the beginning and then, man, OBS, why do you... there you go. In Ottawa, woman injured in dog attack while walking with granddaughter. Again, just walking with your granddaughter, you're attacked. I've always said this and say it again. I walk past birds, squirrels, raccoons, skunks, foxes, May have seen a coyote, one or two, and nothing. Like, they ignore us. Like, birds ignore us. Other animals, they ignore us. But dogs themselves just are so annoying. Just want to bother people. I get it. It's what they do. Sure, it's what they do. But why do we continue to hoard them senselessly over and over again after the problems they cause? This lady's walking her granddaughter, and they just get attacked by a dog. Someone else's dog. Someone who chose. Again, they chose to have this thing in their possession, and they're attacked by it. Just like that. Just like that. And she could see the dog jumping at her and trying to take her down, so I grabbed a bat and ran out quickly so I could fend off the dogs. They ran up the street away from me, and then they kept coming back. This is why we need firearms. I know she's with her granddaughter. No, I know that, but sometimes if it's like that Punisher quote. Punisher told the Daredevil, "I put them down, they stay down. You put them in jail." I think it's like that. You put them in jail, they keep coming back. We got to be like the Punisher here, and we got to put down these dogs. Put them down. Because when we put them down, they don't get back up. But when we play this dog nut, give him 10 days of whatever, give him these stupid tests, put him back into who knows where. Next thing you know, someone is dead because of that same dog. We gotta be the Punisher here. We gotta put down these dogs. And again, if these dog owners want to go too, they should go as well. And I said it. Dog tag victims say Quebec law could be stricter. And again, I said this before. I know I'm saying it a lot, but I'm said before. I'm gonna say it again. We have dog nuts in the police, in the law enforcement, in the courts, in the politics. I mean, they will make these rules, but they're not going to enforce it. They're going to ban certain dogs, but they're not going to enforce it. Maybe a dog attacks someone, they're going to take the dog in, but then they say, hey, let's put the dog back out again. So a law means nothing. Rules mean nothing if it's not being enforced 100%. Not 99%, 100%. Again, it's like we just keep repeating the same boring statements. We repeat it and nothing happens. Nothing happens. What we need to do, again, I keep saying that, but I'm going to say, I have to say it. I got to keep saying it. Just like these dog nuts will keep repeating dogs are man's best friend. I got to keep saying that we have to, we all have to eliminate these dogs from our planet. Every single one of them. Because we allow one dog in, we gotta allow the other. We gotta allow this dog, and again, dogs are the problem. Dog owners are the problem. They're always going to be a problem. Long as they're here, they will be a problem. making laws, making rules, bylaws, having fences, awareness months and weeks or whatever, it has done nothing. Leashes do nothing. Again, when these things want to attack, they will. When these things want to annoy the hell out of you, they will annoy the hell out of you. Dogs do not compromise. There's no balance with dogs. They don't compromise. There's no, hey, dog says, can I do this sometimes? No. The dog will do it all the time. If the dog can get away with it, with the owner, and the owner turns their back, the dog will get away with it. I've seen videos again where, these dog nuts create these videos of putting food somewhere or turning their back and having the dog take the food. And again, if the dog can get away with it, the dog will do it. Again, owners, leashes, laws, whatever, it doesn't work. It has failed. It has failed. Dogs have been around us for many, many years. Yet, a lot of people still are failing. Dogs have shown, hey, we're going to attack you. We're going to bother you. That's what they've shown. There's no compromise. There's no getting along. I don't give a shit about training. Because if you got to train something like a dog, then you know its natural state is disgusting. You know its natural state is toxic. You don't approve of its natural state. You want this dog to behave this way because you know its natural state is not good. So F your training. F your responsible owner. We got to eliminate these dogs. And again, if these owners want to go too, the owners can go as well. Want to live, they always say dogs are better than people, so take up your dog and go live in an island. Go live in a cave somewhere. Leave us alone. Go live with your dog somewhere, away from people, away from internet that people have made, away from the homes people have made, away from the roads people have made. You're saying dogs are better than people, but yet you keep using the items that man has made for you. You're going to disrespect people, even though they have made, helped, supported, build civilizations. But you're going to put down the human race for a dog that does nothing but eat and sit and do absolutely nothing for itself or for you. You dog nuts couldn't do it. You couldn't pick up your dog and live in an island with your dog alone. You couldn't do it. Maybe there's been people who have done that. Maybe a little, like 0.2% of people who's ever picked up their nasty dog, lived on an island with their dog alone. The rest of you cannot do that because you need people. But you're so hypocritical. You're so rude and blind. You're going to put down a whole entire race just for your one alone dog, just because it listens to you for food. We got to get rid of these dogs. We really got to get rid of these dogs. In Alberta, 5-year-old has been killed by a dog attack. Again, laws don't work. I may have covered this in another story. We got to get rid of them. Just like that. 3 dogs. Man's best friend. They say dogs are man's best friend. But again, what dog nuts are forgetting, and I don't know why they forget this, you have to train these things to be a certain way. Stray dogs, the stray dog is going to act like a dog. They're going to kill you just like they killed this child. But you dog nuts, you have to train your dog to be a certain way. But even when you train it, we've seen stories of people saying they've trained their dog for many years and it's still attacked. Even when they've trained, the dog is still reckless and still worthless. This is ridiculous, man. Again, this Dognuttery in Canada is ridiculous. Now we have a 3-year-old boy attacked by dog while trick-or-treating in Winnipeg. Again, it doesn't matter. These dogs don't care what day it is. They don't care how old you are. They don't care. They're going to attack you. And again, if dog culture wasn't so reinforced by the dogs are man's best friend, dogs are better than people, then we could easily dismantle. It would be a lot simpler for us to understand that this is what dogs do, and it is what they do. But we're contradicting it with dogs are man's best friends, dogs are this, dogs are worship, dogs are whatever, angels and all this, but yet they are attacking our children for no reason. Attacking a 3-year-old, attacking a 14-month-old, attacking, mail carriers, left and right. Happening over and over again. Over and over again. It's disgusting. Look at this. My little dog loves kids. Again, you can't say that. How do you know that? Like, how do you identify that a dog loves something or someone? You can't. You just assume. Again, you turn your back and leave a room with the dog and a child alone. The dog's probably going to attack the child. Dog owners, they walk into a room, they put food there. The dog doesn't even try to get the food. But as soon as the owner leaves the room, the dog goes and eats the food. Leave a child alone with the dog. The parent walks out of the room, the dog will attack the child. How does a dream come true for her? She wants to greet every kid and cuddle up with. No. I think you talk about the dog. Yeah, talk about the dog. She wants to greet every kid. Come on. And people allow this to happen. Maybe that's what happened. I'm not gonna read it. Maybe that's what happened. They wanted the child to cuddle up with the dog. And the child's being dragged across the driveway by this giant worthless mutt. Got there first and pulled the dog off his younger son. I just wanted him off, so I got there as fast as I could and ripped the dog off, tackled him, got him down. The father says he managed to get up on his feet. Brother-in-law yelled at the dog, like that's going to do anything, trying to get it to back down because it looked like it was moving to attack the children again. 3-year-old was bleeding from the face. This is the man's best friend. That's what he did. I mean, his dogs ruin everything. Man, I am grateful. For Halloween, I'm grateful, man. Man, I'm just thinking about it, man. I'm grateful that I was not attacked. Because the places I went on Halloween, I'm grateful, man. I think there's a night or two where I didn't come back till like 10 o'clock in the night. Hustling for some, candy. Walking up hills just for candy all over. I remember it like it was like yesterday. And I'm grateful. But still, the problem remains where, other children nowadays are not safe to even hustle for candy. Like we can't. It's ridiculous. Again, this does nothing, man. It does nothing. Again, these are the responsible people that own these things, that can just own them. They just let any responsible person own these things. They say the city of Winnipeg says residents should proactively place their dogs in a secure room. Again, even if they do that, you know, somehow the dog's going to escape. They're going to go into the room and leave the door open. Dog escapes. We've seen this happen before, where they feel bad for the dog and they want the dog out. Like, again, we need to get rid of these dogs. We need to get rid of them. That is the solution here. And I've been saying that since I started this. It's to get rid of them. They do nothing but cause problems for people. They traumatize people. Dogs traumatize people. I remember, I know I've never been attacked, but I have so many close calls. And those close calls made me say I hate dogs. And I wish all dogs can just disappear. That's what I said, not in those words, but that's what I said. I wanted all dogs to be gone because I hated them. I was traumatized by them. Still am to this day. And the same problems that I've dread is happening all over the world. It's happening in Canada, in the States, all over the world. All the beloved media can do is, make articles and say the boring crap over and over again, like this one, like things like this. Place your dog in a secure room. Again, these are dog owners. They're immature. They don't listen. They're not going to follow this. Dogs can't escape a room easily these days. You know it's not going to happen. You know they're going to say, not my dog. My dog is role trained, and look what happened. Why do we put up with these things? Why do these things exist in our presence? Why? Why do we need dogs? We don't. People are just brainwashed to get these things when they have no use, no purpose whatsoever. None. You get a dog, you do absolutely everything for this thing. You do everything for it. And then you're going to act as if the dog did something when you're the one slaving for this dog. You're picking up its shit every day. You're picking up its shit. Walking with a bag of shit. You don't think that's gross and out of line? Probably not, because you are a dog nutter. This is what you do. You pick up dog shit and you walk with it. Because you're disgusting. You're despicable. You're repulsive. And I said it. Again, we got to eliminate these dogs. All this awareness crap has done nothing. These dog nuts are getting worse. They are getting worse and out of hand. We have a generation, the younger generation is going to be some of the most stupid people we have on the face of the earth. The younger generations coming up, maybe within the next 5 years, 10 years, they are going to be the most stupid. Because this whole system, and it's all about dumbing down the children, dumbing down the people. So when you got a lot of dumb children becoming adults, dumb adults, they're going to be easily persuaded to get these worthless mutts. They're going to be easily persuaded to get a pit bull, a bully breed, or whatever dog. And next thing you know, the same problem. Them breaking laws, breaking rules, being reckless, irresponsible again and again and again and again and again. And who has to deal with it? We have to put up with it. We have to just not say nothing because this dumbass guy, gets a stupid ass dog, then becomes reckless, and the dog terrorizes people, kills people, and we just have to sit there and do absolutely nothing and read senseless, respect to the family, read senseless articles like this where they just give these stupid, irritating tips, which really does absolutely nothing for no one. I am frustrated with this dog culture. It's frustrating. Again, I may have said this before, but if I have, I'm not a people person. I hate people. I've always thought they were, when I was in grade 3 or 4, I always thought they were stupid. And that's probably why I'm just not a people person or don't talk much. I remember grade 3 or 4, and I said to myself, these children are very stupid. And I said, I am not going to be like them. They're all over there. I'm on my own path. And I said, and I thought maybe our generation back then is going to make a change. We're going to be smarter. But apparently not. My generation is still a bunch of idiots. And the younger generations coming up, the ones 5 years from now, guarantee it. I respect children and all that, but it's not their fault. They're being brainwashed and dumbed down in schools, the TV, by their dumbass parents. So what do you expect? Maybe 6% of children that, are able to break through the brainwashing. Maybe 6%. But the rest are just there to suffer. There to suffer, get dumbed down, grow up, get dogs, terrorize the neighborhood, become dog nuts, pick up dog shit. It's sad the educational system isn't speaking up against these dogs as well. One of the first things you should learn about in school should be that dogs are dangerous. Stay away from dogs. They teach stay away from strangers. Stay away from dogs. Stay away. They teach, certain animals, real animals are dangerous. Same thing, they should apply that to dogs as well. Because too many times we've seen children from not even a day old who have been killed by dogs. And it's not like they're wild dogs. These are dogs that are placed in the home or in the city by man, are fed by man. The same man that has placed these dogs in the home are the ones that are killing children. They're killing people. But a lot of these dog nuts, they just don't get it. They don't get it. They can't see their dog nuttery. They can't see their dog nuttery. The only times they might be able to see it is when they get attacked. And by that time they're attacked, it's too late. Because they already lost a lot of blood, may lose a limb, may lose a few brain cells, few more brain cells. By the time they realize, hey, dogs are horrible, it's too late. And I respect a little bit, but they still have issues. I respect dog nuts that are against pit bulls or bully breeds. I respect those guys. But they're still struggling with their dog nuttery. They're kind of hypocrites in a way, This dog's not allowed here, but my dog is. Come on, all these dogs should not be allowed in public buildings, period. I don't care if they attack less or attack more. If it's a dog, they need to go away. Stay far away at least. Another video. I'm not going to show the video. I thought I had it up, but happened 4 years ago. Again, just going by saying, dogs are annoying. They are annoying, but anyways, This guy is walking down the street, in the city. Some nastiest, worthless smut comes up to him. The dog, again, you can't hear what he says, but first he kicks the dog, not too hard, but he kicks the dog away. Owner gets up. You think the owner has control of the dog, but the man walks away. The dog then reapproaches the dog. The dog reapproaches the man, and the man boots that dog, killing the dog by kicking that worthless smut against the poor wall. And that dog died. There's an old saying, if you can't listen, you must feel. Again, dogs are annoying. They're annoying. They're invasive. The man gave a warning. The man gave a warning sign. He nudged the dog a little bit with his foot, or kicked a little wave, not a heavy kick, but he gave the dog a warning sign, and the dog failed to yield and follow its owner. Instead of the dog following its owner away from the man, that same dog chose to proceed towards the guy that kicked the dog. And after that warning, that dog didn't understand, and that man booted and killed that dog dead in the spot. Warning sign. That man gave a clear warning sign, but unfortunately he was arrested. I'm not sure what really happened, if charges were made, but this man clearly gave a warning sign. Couldn't hear what he said, but I'm sure he said something. Keep your dog away from me, maybe, I don't know. Verbal warning sign, physical warning sign, walked away. But that same old dog decided to continue to approach the guy as he's walking away. And that man booted and kicked the dog against a poor wall, and that dog died. Again, dogs are stupid. Dogs are worthless. Their owners are worthless as well. They don't get it. They don't understand. It's like only dogs can give warning signs, and we have to yield to that. But if a human gives warning signs to a dog, dogs are not going to yield. They're going to keep coming at us. And if their owner isn't, being responsible, taking control of the dog, and they're not listening, then sometimes we have to take matters into our own hands. And sometimes, just like that dog was kicked against that poor wall and died, sometimes we have to do that. Even as dog haters, we don't want to do that. But a lot of these dog nuts, they don't listen. They're immature. They're reckless. They think everyone likes dogs. But they find out the wrong way when that same dog is put down. Just like the Punisher says, I put them down, they stay down. But that's only when these dog nuts realize, something is wrong. That's when they are emotional. They're shooken up. Another thing I realized in this dog culture, I think you realized it too. You've seen it in some videos and some articles, whatever. Let's say you're walking on a trail with your dog. Both their dogs are leashed or unleashed, whatever the case may be. One dog trainer or dog owner doesn't like when strange dogs approach their dog, and they're gonna get mad. There's articles, videos of dog owners getting mad when random dogs approach their dog, and they're gonna call out the owner, say the owner is a bad trainer, the dog is bad, etc., etc. They don't like when the dog approaches the other dog to say hello. They don't like that. But if you're a person, a child, whatever, you must allow the dog to approach you. If you refuse that, the dog nuts are gonna, abash you. They're gonna attack you. You're gonna say they're rude. You're rude. They're gonna say dog wants to say hi. So what's the difference between another dog approaching another dog to say hi, you getting mad, upset? Oh no, I don't want this dog coming near my dog. But all of a sudden, you're okay with a dog approaching another human when they don't want anything to do with that dog. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? The craziness in this dog culture is astounding. It's amazing in a bad way. They can't listen. They just don't see their dog nuttery. They're hypocritical. They contradict themselves. I mean, dogs are allowed to do this, but humans are not allowed to do that. Dogs are allowed to give warning signs, but humans aren't allowed to give warning signs. It's like they want you to be attacked so they can move on. But if you dare defend yourself against a dog, all of a sudden you're bad for defending yourself and putting that dog down. I know I'm all over the place. I hope that makes sense here, but I'm just hot right now. I'm frustrated at this worthless dog culture. I'm going to there. It's good to be back. I don't know if I'm going to be sorry, I was reading something. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be as consistent. I'll try to be as consistent or try not to. I don't know. Whatever happens. If I feel like doing these, I will do it. I don't know. But again, I hope you guys learned something or took something here or agreed or disagreed or I don't know. I just hope you're able to take something out of this and realize dog culture in Canada is as bad as anywhere else. People are getting killed by dogs in Canada. They're getting attacked by dogs in Canada. They're being annoyed by dogs in Canada. Same rhetoric all over the world is happening here. I know we all say other places have it worse, true, but we're all dealing with dogs. If we're all dealing with dogs, that means we're all dealing with the same issue, and that is dogs. Always comes down to dogs. Man's best friend, but yet they don't want to, respect us. They don't want to respect us. So why should we respect them? And like the Punisher says, I put them down, they stay down. Daredevil puts them in jail, they come back out. So who do you want to be? Do you want to be the Punisher or do you want to be Daredevil? This is another Worthless Mutts, Gore the Dog Butcher. And remember, it's okay to hate dogs. Thank you for watching.